Okay, so I did beat this guy with 1h5 last time, so I think I should go 1h4. b6? Well, b6, I think e4 is a decent response. And, yeah, VIPs counts as subs, that's why Chessroar could comment. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so this, like, in the corresponding line with reversed colors, I think, the thing is, like, there's some f5 line, and then the queen is coming to h5, but, or in this case, h4, but with the pawn on h4, that is not a problem. I think I can go e5 now, also bishop g2, fails to rook h2, which is brilliant foresight, I would say. This looks bad. Takes, queen g4. Okay. And once again, I mean, bishop g6 runs into h5. This 1h4 move is just brilliant. Like, in every single line here, after b6, e4, I would guess after b6, e4, white is probably a bit better. Or at least not even close to being worse. So, I think he chose, like, the only reasonable move where h4 is actually very good. So maybe, you know, this guy is actually not the OP Aryan that everybody thought he was. Maybe Aryan is the OP Aryan. Okay, let's capture g5, I think. So now my plan was to take an e7 and then start harassing his bishop. Is that a good plan? If I go start harassing it immediately, he might take... No, but if he takes, then I can take on c2. Should be good then. Because I was thinking takes hg, and then he can park the bishop on g6, but I just take his other bishop. And now I think I take h7, knight of 3. Like, if he could develop really easily here, I mean, he still has bishop b4 that I missed. So he's sort of getting a game, but I should be much better with the extra pawn and potential big pass pawn. Okay, so he goes for queen deployment instead. But this should be insufficient. Yeah, I kind of wanna keep playing for the initiative here with d6, because it was certainly possible to drop the queen back to e4, cover the diagonal, and then just keep going from there. But I thought let's try and win in the attack. I mean, his king is a bit airy, and I'm not even material down. So I should be doing great. This looks wrong. How about rook d1? Yeah, I'm getting knight d4. Now I got a couple of options. Like the fanciest is to go knight d5. Oh no, then he can trade and he has king. Okay, I'm gonna keep it simple. Bishop h4, then knight d5, also bishop c5, I go b4. I'm sure I have many good moves here, but when in doubt, you know, centralize. So queen e4, this should be curtains. Now knight d6 is just resides on the spot. Yeah, poor Oparin. he's had a torrid time against me today. I'm playing. Now I get Jordan. Jordan, that's not a good opponent when you're kind of blundering everywhere. Let's see what he does against some stiff theory. Oh, is this how people play? This is somewhat similar to those other theory lines with the bishop on d3. But then I have the bishop on e3, but not the pawn on. The question is, who does that favor? Not the pawn on h3. Who does that favor? I have no idea. Huh. I just want to play something relatively simple here. Like queen d2, nah, I'll go for this. I see that Kasparov is the best, was banned. Is that purely because of the name or something that person said? I obviously support it regardless. Oh, racist, okay. Makes sense. Don't think I have anything here whatsoever. Hoping to get some bishop f4. Let's go bishop f4. There's definitely some strategic potential for me here. But I don't think it's too great. Oh. Wanna go rook a3? I mean, rook c1 first, what's not strictly speaking necessary, but overprotection seems nice. Okay, so we protect e7. Oh, sorry, a7 makes a lot of sense. Guess I'll go f3. What is his intention with this move? He wants to go h6 now. Let's go rook c3 and then rook b3. This looks like a good move. Don't think I'm blundering anything. He's under serious pressure now. No, I think I'll take on a7. Take on b6, and now d6 is hanging as well. Yeah, let's just take, knight e4, rook c6. The end should be 9. Take with a knight. Seven. This seems the most technical. Rook c8 and rook c7, and just win the pawn ending. Okay, this was nice. This was a very decent strategic game. Ok, fint. Da kan jeg bare lukke den. Ok, bare på emote only, da. Yay! Okay, shut up. Emote only. Fucking morons. Or, yeah, I don't know what was going wrong. This always seems to happen for some reason. Like, I do all these damn, like, business calls and so on, and the mic always works. I try and open Streamlabs. Doesn't want to cooperate. Yeah, it's annoying, but whatever. Also, why am I playing this line? Who cares? Also, we played like 3 pretty poor games while you guys were just, you know, watching me desperately try and get a mic to work. But yeah, who cares? Those games were not good, of course, but I won them, so that's all right. Also, for those who didn't tune in, I did manage to squeak out a win in the first Title Tuesday today. Asios was DJing. Those were good times. And now we're trying to do the hardest thing in sports, which is to repeat as champions. Also, I'm like just making random moves here, basically. Don't really know what I'm doing. I was hoping this would work tactically, but I don't know if it does. If it does, I'm like considerably better. Oh, it's sub only, like, or why can Chessbra and Asio still chat? This is confusing to me. Should I change the queens? Like, I can either go this followed by rook e3 and play for the attack, or I can go for queen e3 first and just exchange queens. I think I'm just going to exchange queens. Or maybe actually knight g3 and then queen e3 is more precise. Also, now that my queen is a little bit closer to his king, I'm kind of hoping that he doesn't exchange, that I can play for the attack. Although I don't really know what this attack there is, but it feels like I have some initiative. Like, okay, I'm also like positionally much better. And now he comes back begging for the queen exchange. Should probably go bishop e6 actually. It's a bit more incisive. Attacking c4, which is not too comfortable to defend. Okay, 6, probably c5 now, would be my guess. Okay, that was kind. Okay. So do Queen's Gambit accepted? No. The Slav? Should I hit him with another g3? Sure, why not? He actually knows theory here. That's a bit disappointing. Yeah, I thought knight a6 had to be the move. Isn't this still good for me though? What am I missing? Oh, the Cheshire. Yeah, that's not me. That was Tal. Rook a4. Just wanna push the pawn. So go bishop f4 and then b4. Go e4 as well. Why did I go bishop f4? Maybe I should just gone e4 immediately. If he can set up with a6 and so on, then he's very solid. So I'm thinking of a position like e3, a6, g4 maybe. I think he's just too solid, so I think I gotta go for it. Go e5, but I just go e3. Now at least I have some strategic goals. b6. Yeah, that's reasonable, but it's really risky. Okay, I guess I'll go e3. This one will take. Bishop d3. No, come on. I missed that entirely. But I'm really lucky that I have this. Really lucky, as a matter of fact. And I'm actually better. Actually considerably better after making a pretty basic blunder. So this won't be easy to win, but I do have an extra pawn. This is just a waiting move more than anything else. So this is specifically what I was waiting for, and then to go f4. Guess I'll give her a check. Knight g6. Not sure this really does anything. I can go rook d6, but what then? Okay, let's push. We go bishop c2. Takes king g6, rook c6, king f7. No, it doesn't work. Had to trade rooks then. Should still have reasonable winning chances here. Let's go bishop f5 maybe. So fe, bishop c7. Oh, then maybe I have e. Okay, no, I should take for sure. Bishop f5, threatening e6. e6 is a huge threat here. But now I got knight d5 next. Okay, bishop d6, I would just go h5, killing his knight. And if bishop c5, I just go this and h6, I believe. Have I ever visited Morocco? Yeah, I actually had a camp in Marrakesh back in 2010, early 2010, with the famous Garry. Black goes d5 here, yeah? And there are some insane lines. Oh, I was just gonna do a mod stream, so if you guys want to watch that instead, you might want to do that. So he's just gonna be streaming that he's modding this channel. There are some crazy lines here with knight f3, knight d3, king e2, and so on. But I thought, yeah, let's just try not to lose in the opening. Here I at least get to castle. It's leading the chart. If you're talking about this particular tournament, there are a bunch of people with 4 out of 4. And as you can see from my score, I don't have 4 out of 4. You want viewers' tourney if I win this title Tuesday? There are a lot of things that has to go right for that to happen. Yeah, my opponent is taking forever here. Go queen a4 maybe? Can go queen e4, it seems to win a pawn. Also queen c4 I think wins the pawn. probably in a little bit safer way. I turn on notifications on Twitch just not to miss your stream. Since then, I got every single channel notification except from yours. Yeah, it's because we're shadow banned. Sad but true. We go bishop e4, king e2, bishop e6. So don't actually win a piece. I was hoping for e4 later to attack the bishop, but we'll just go knight d. Bishop d2 and then knight d2, and I think I'm still much better. This queen b5 at the very least. Then I completely missed this. Yeah, bishop c6 is a nice move. Somehow I didn't consider that at all. Now I don't have anything. Knight b6 next as well. Yeah, now it's just pretty equal. a4, yeah, just trying to do something. Thank you. Okay, my opponent just gifted me a knight there, which is nice. What? Oh. G3, I think h5 is the proper reaction, yeah? Okay. Yeah, Twitch didn't like my my OnlyFans threats, so they blame Twitch. b7 seems reasonable. Knight f5, I go d5. I have good development. Ah, this is a great song. Okay, we're continuing in gambit style, of course. I should be doing reasonably here. His pieces are not too well placed. 6 maybe. Kicking his queen a bit. Like this, queen e6, just left castle. Push it. e6. Queen d5. It's looking pretty good. Go back to this song. Yeah. The famous Sandstorm. I'm, by the way, completely crushing in this position. Oh, this? Does this work? This has... Oh, God. Did you just find a brilliant defense here? Push that 5. So disappointing if I'm not putting on the spot. I don't think I am. Oh. Six F5. D4, bishop D6. Maybe I can do that. H4. That's fine. I think which is like your price. They're actually down, let's say. First shadow bound, now this. And now knight c3, and then you can take knight c4. No, it is. It is winning. I'm getting all worked up. Hopefully, knight e6. Making this way too complicated in my head. Also, like, if you'd gone g4, g4, I could spend my 5. And takes, rook d8, knight c4, I got rook d1. Now this. Cerrado. I mean, I got knight d6, I got knight d3. What happened? I mean, knight d6. I want to make. Nice. Okay.